is vacation day number 1. It's a little later than we had anticipated, maybe like 9:30. We are starting the first leg of our trip to go to the Porcupine Mountains. So all total 5.5 hours, not having any breaks. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited. So likely there will not be cell phone reception too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeff will have to stop doing work stuff. Welcome to an episode of How to Cook in a Car with Laura and Jeff. Now the trick here is that you get your leg very flat and straight so you have maximum surface area. And then most importantly, you very carefully do not show Jeff how many crumbs fall around. That's probably the most important part. We have a mystery on our hands. Somehow both Jeff and my's phone has jumped ahead an hour. Is UP in a different time zone than Wisconsin? Or did we just pass through a space-time continuum?
Yeah, maybe we're on the upside down.
Oh my gosh. What if someone finds us like years later and it becomes the X-Files? Oh yeah.
That looks good.
This motel is the best. Look, they even have private access to the lake. How exciting. Been here 2 seconds, already found a treasure.
What?
Look at that big bug and that big mushroom. Jeff, put your head down there for scale. Okay, well, here's my foot.
My head down.
And then there's the mushroom. It's very big. Creepy.
Alright, so we just finished up dinner at Styles. Just kidding. It's called Styles, I think. I think that's how it's pronounced.
I think it's called Sills. Like the woman's name was Sylvia, so I think it was Sills.
That makes more sense. Sills. Now we're going back to the Wolf Room and gonna check out a game possibly and play a game and plan our day for tomorrow.
It's gonna be a wild night. Good morning. Welcome to September. Also, welcome to another episode of Cabin Cooking with Laura and Jeff. Look at this delectable breakfast. You got your protein, you got your carbs, you got your fat, and more protein. Our plans were foiled a little bit today because it's raining outside, so we can't go hiking just yet. But it's okay, we'll just have to do some shopping.
It'll still be a good day.
Yesterday at the cafe, we saw a sign for a local artist show, and, well, it was a glorified garage sale, but I'm really excited because I was Sue's first ceramics customer. I purchased this pinch pot. She told me all about how it was made and fired in Arizona. And she recommended to go to the Historical Society / museum / lighthouse tour. So that's where we are because it's still pretty drizzly, so we don't want to go hiking. The Historical Society is chock full of more or less weapons of any sort and kind. It's just a bad place. This would be a bad place to be murdered. Many weapons available.
So this is the business end of a lighthouse.
I just wanted to tell you some things we learned on this tour before I forget them. That one of the lighthouse keepers that hopefully I will like insert a picture or figure out how to do that. This man, was his name Stripe?
Stripe.
Mr. Stripe. He was a lighthouse keeper, and unfortunately his arm was blown off by a cannonball in an unfortunate July 4th celebration. His friend stepped in front of the cannon and he shoved him out of the way, which was great, except that he blew his arm off. He continued to tend the lighthouse for 4 more years with only one arm. At which point he was fired because he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do because he only had one arm. So it was kind of crazy, like thinking about all the things that he would have to do, like cleaning, and it was like foghorn was like this big heavy box that this crank had to be turned. What did you think about it?
Yeah, it doesn't seem very practical for a one-armed person to be able to do that full job.
Didn't seem very practical at all.
It started off being on the shore of Lake Superior, but since then it's now a quarter mile back from the shore.
Yeah, because like the sediments from they like created this eddy by building a pier, and so now all like the sediments from the lake like swirled around and like made more land. That was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
And then I did not know that during Prohibition, Canada didn't have Prohibition, so they would just like take little boats and run them to Canada and fill them with booze and bring them back. Anyway, Al Capone may or may not have been here, that's all I'm saying. Probably did though.